Hello there guys, what is going on? Welcome to Pure Trading. It's the 16th of March. We are looking at the FOMC for today, so that's always going to be a big one. It's coming in about 4 hours time here. People are saying that they're going to increase the rates by 0.25 basis points because of what we see here. Powell says that they are poised to raise interest rates despite this Ukraine war and the market sell off here. So it's unprecedented times here. We don't know what they're going to do. There's been a lot of surprises and stuff in the markets, especially in and around these times. So for me, the best thing to do is to, if you want to trade, then do it at a much lower risk for yourself, or just sit on your hands and then, be sure you're going to trade for another day. But if you can't do that, and I know there are a lot of us who can't do that, we want to trade, then this is how I would look at it technically. The fundamentals and the technicals are going to tie up for me, so I'm still going to be bullish on the dollar, which means I am going to be selling this pair, which is the euro versus the dollar. So the level of importance here is going to be about 111 sort of levels there, starting off at 110.70 sort of levels. So this is where we are today. If prices comes up all the way up here, and then I would be looking at these areas here to try and look for manipulations and then to sell. This is exactly the same plan as we had on Sunday. So nothing has changed for me. This year is Wednesday, so this is Monday. Prices are going up. It's climbing higher and higher. For me, any rallies are going to be a sell at these levels after manipulation. The same thing here for the pound. We'll be looking at excursion beyond the means plus levels to sell off of. So is this a level there? It does look like one. So if prices gets there will be an excursion at that time, so I'd be trying to look for a selling opportunity there. Also bear in mind that this section here is also an important level. However, at this moment in time there is no excursion, so technically there's going to be no setup for me unless prices gets all the way to the top there first, and then for a sell in and around that area. I said that this one is just climbing and climbing. Can't find, even if I'm going on to the weekly and onto the monthly areas here on the dollar versus the yen, I still can't find a decent enough sell. As I said before, this is a good level and everything. That's on your monthly, and then on the daily there is an excursion beyond the mean, but we cannot be selling in the face of these massive bulls here, and it is trending. So I am bearish on the dollar when it comes to the yen because of the yen safe haven status and all that. However, technically the two ideas are just not playing out the way I would like to see it on the chart. And then the CAD here, this is a good one. I think prices are at a, remember, before I get started here, remember we were on Monday, I said that if prices gets here, I would want to buy. So this is what I did there. I actually bought this, and it was because of this level here. It was in between the area. I don't know if you can go back to this video and just check that out. That was the, not that, but this was the area that I was looking at buying. So it was there, yeah. So I was looking at buying there, and then at least to the top part of the envelope there. To be honest with you, the ideal situation was to actually buy it here at the bottom and then try and get it all the way up, but it doesn't get there, yeah. So the way you manage your trades and all that is another story. But how would you play this one now? I think this is, if the Feds are hawkish, yeah, if they are hawkish, then the idea would be that we are at an excursion at the moment, and obviously there's no setup there right now, so we could wait for a setup immediately, or we could wait for prices to get to this levels here, and if they don't get to these levels, then we don't have any trade. Yeah, it's to actually buy the price there. So we're looking at prices coming down there and then buying it there, or buying it when it gets up down there. The thing is, you could do it here as well, but the reason I'm not as confident to buy it in right now is because we've already had that on Monday over there. So I would like to see the liquidity at the bottom of this to be taken out first before actually trying it long. If we do go on to the 15-minute here, we can see this is your point here. Prices has come down into that point here. So yeah, that's your point there. What am I doing here? This here is the point where prices has come down. So if we get a lower low here and your RSI is still pointing there, then that is a setup already. Yeah, so you can try that setup a bit later on. But remember, now we're still in the FOMC arena today, so we need to really be careful with what we do there. And then the Aussie dollar, this one also played off very nicely. This is your Monday candle. Price just shoots all the way down. I was expecting bearishness, and this just being a retracement here today. So Tuesday and Wednesday is a retracement up. So is this a good time to actually sell? So fundamentally I would, and then technically the best ideas is obviously going to be waiting for the levels at the top here for a more confident sell, and then you're going to get the same thing on the New Zealand dollar. So whichever one of these pairs reaches the top there first, then it's a sell for me. And also lurking behind the bushes here is again this coronavirus, nearly 30 million under lockdown in China. This is just causing more and more problems constantly. We have the Ukrainian thing and this now. It's a little bit, risky times to trade. And investors pay their risk against asset classes here, and wild swings in assets because of the Ukrainian thing. So this is still, people fears that the same thing that they've seen in commodities is going to happen with the with the usual, with the stock market. So, but I feel that if these sorts of things happen, people will flock to, again, currencies. So, any value here, guys, please leave thumbs up, subscribe and all that. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to trade safely and prosper.